Cold gang. First round draft pick.
Welcome to another episode of Cold Game. I'm your host, Isaiah Dotson. I'm here with my co-host, Malcolm Benell. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like our Facebook page, and then also follow us on all TikTok, on everything, man. Just tap in with us. Cuz, what's happening with it?
Happening with it, cousin?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I can't complain one bit. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. I was reading some comments on TikTok, but he told me I was too close to the camera, so I had to back up a little bit. I'm back up. He said he could smell my breath through the TikTok screen.
Oh man, so he too close.
Right, he too close.
Yeah, right, you hold your phone too close, but we gotta be on that mic.
Right. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you good, loud and clear. For sure. It could have been an interesting day all around. As far as coach cuts, Travis Kelce getting engaged, but really, man, really the big news, man, is the coach cuts, man. We're gonna start right there, man. 53-man roster set. Around NFL is cut day. One of the I say one of the most sad days in the football season, but one of the most necessary because you got to get down to 53 from 75. So it's gonna be some cuts, cuz. Coach, we made our roster cuts, cuz, and we lost some good ones, man. What stuck out to you the most about the coach roster now that it's taking shape? What's your thoughts about these cuts, man? And just over your overall thoughts, cuz.
The first thing I seen is my guy Juju, man. Shout out to Julius Brents when Worcester was very young. I coached Juju from 2013 to 2017, I believe. So that one kind of hurt my heart that he got waived. But I know Juju's an athlete. He's a gamer. He's a baller. So he'll find his way on somebody's roster. I don't think you heard the last of Julius Brents. But the Colts, you see they went out and they signed plenty of DBs, so that one kind of hurt though, seeing them wave Juju. And then another one was Jelani Woods. I was really, after having that, he had kind of, I don't know if it's necessarily a breakout season, but he scored a few touchdowns for us last year before he got hurt the year prior to him getting hurt. So, but they went ahead and took him off the roster. It looks like we kept on that tight end room. We kept Mo Alley Cox, Drew Ogletree, of course, Tyler Warren. I think he'll be our number one. And then Will Mallory is our fourth tight end. So, and then just looking at them DBs, the guys that they kept over Juju, you got Mekhi Blackman, Jonathan Edwards, Xavier Howard, Jalen Jones, Kenny Moore, Javarius Ward. So, that was they brought a mob in, and then them safeties Cam Bottom, Nick Cross, Daniel Scott, Rodney Thomas. So they brought a mob in on DB. So, they was making everybody fight for their life. But, it sounded like to me they done fucked off that whole 2023 draft class except for Josh Downs. We'll see. Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen out there fighting for their life. So hopefully they out there making the right decisions, because if not, they'll be gone just as quick as them cuts got made today. It'll be devastating to see GM head coach firing in mid-season, but that ain't, we've seen that happen before around the league. So that'll be devastating.
All right, it's gonna get real, man. And they had to make these moves for their career's sake. I am disappointed Juju didn't make the team. I feel like he was one of our better corners. He got the length, but he was Gus Bradley. He was really the one who brought him in, and with our defensive coordinator change with Lou coming in, he probably one of his own guys, man. But still a talented cornerback. I know he'll find a home real soon. He'll find a home. So we brought in Mekhi Blackman. We traded for him. We traded a 6th-round draft pick for him. So he's in there. They always cut hometown guys. Yeah. Did Macron stay? Is he on the roster still?
Yeah, Cam McGrawn's still on the roster. He's If you look at that linebacker room, we got 4. We got Joe Bacci, Zaire Franklin, Cam McGrone, and Shagun Olubi.
Right. 11 defensive linemen, only 3 running backs with Tyler Goodson hurt. That was kind of surprising. Only 4 linebackers, maybe adding someone next couple of days. That's exactly. I've seen that news. We probably will be adding somebody. I think they gave Jalen Carlisle. They gave him injury reserve designation with the return possibility after 4 games. So I think he was a projected starter as well. So we'll see how he heals up. But I expect us to make a move at linebacker. I like our running back room, but we need to be healthy. Tyler Goodson not being healthy, that lose our depth. But DJ Giddens, he's gonna be. I think he has star potential. Think about him. We might have one. An undrafted rookie free agent made the roster. Jonathan Edwards out of Tulane. So he made it through. So he has some good showing. It did surprise me that Jelani Woods got cut because he high PFF grade. I think he had one of the highest PFF grades out of all the players this preseason. It's surprising, but we are deep at tight end with obviously Tyler Warren coming in. He's going to be the guy. Will Mallory having the camp that he had, and then Mo Alley Cox. So, I mean, I think that's plenty tight ends, man. But Tyler Warren, he's going to be the breakout. We probably won't need a tight end, for a long time. Probably just a blocking tight end, so we can keep Mo Alley Cox around for that.
Right.
But overall, no cuts. Other than that, no cuts really surprised me. I mean, like you said, because we done messed off our 2023 draft. I don't see. Only Josh Downs is, he's only the one having a real impact. Man, they already got sitting on that bench. We didn't cut Juju. I mean, I don't know, man. It just lets you know the ability of his front office. He'd have been in the front office, and Chris Ballard had been a GM for years, and only one playoff appearance. You know what I'm saying? Plenty starting quarterbacks, man. It's just this is his creation. This is, ever since he left Kansas City, look what KC done did. They've been transitioning. We've been declining. It would make me sick watching some of these old Colts highlights. But, hey, let's stay positive because we'll see what we do this season. I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
But, whew, it's getting crazy. How did Jalen Jones and an undrafted rookie make it over Juju? Say hurt too much? Can't make the club from the tub.
Yeah, Juju has been dealing with injuries since he joined the Colts, man. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, kind of the same thing where they are. They say your best ability is your availability. So that kind of hurts, man, seeing Juju getting cut. But like you said, I know he'll land on his feet. I think Woods is better than Ogletree. Cutting Woods was a big mistake. He will end up on the Texans or somewhere killing us in the future.
I've seen that too, Tim. The Texans is down the tight end. They're going to be bringing somebody in. Either he's going to end up with the Texans, or they say he might end up in Miami and gashes for 8 catches, 200 yards week 1. So we'll see.
Off
the rip. We'll see who picks him up. We'll see who pick him up. So, like I said, man, today was a necessity. We hate to see some of these players go, but I mean, it's a part of the NFL. You got to get that roster cut down. So our 53-man is set. We have 2 weeks to prepare, or a week and a half to prepare for, this upcoming season. This will be the last weekend with no NFL. So, I mean, we ready, man. We ready. Any cuts from around the NFL surprise you, cuz? Anything around the league?
So around the league, I think I've seen a few. Let me see. Pull out my handy dandy notes. I seen that the Giants, they went ahead and cut Tommy DeVito. So they're gonna go ahead and roll with Russell Wilson, Jameis Wilson, and Jackson Dart.
I didn't know his nickname was Cutlets. That's what they was calling him down there, Cutlets.
Cutlets?
Yep.
Who was that?
Danny DeVito or Tommy DeVito, quarterback.
He said Danny DeVito. He said they called him Cutlets.
Wow. The Penguin.
Oh man. Why they call him Cutlets?
Tommy Cutlets, man. I don't know how he got that nickname, but that was his nickname over there. But the Giants, They didn't took their quarterback room down to Russell, Jamison, Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart might beat him out all out. He had a high PFF grade too. He was clowning in that preseason. They say both Cam Akers and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, they was both cut. I mean,
yeah.
Cam Akers, that's surprising. Deontay Johnson, he was cut. That was surprising. But he's a malcontent everywhere he goes. That's the thing with him. They cut him up out of Cleveland. I mean, he ain't been happy everywhere he been with the Panthers last year, with the Ravens. I mean, so Robbie Chosen, he was cut from the 49ers. KJ Hamler, he didn't make it from the Bills. Hunter Renfrow, is that surprising? Cause he's a good route runner.
Yeah, I was about to say Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, that was surprising. It looks like because the Seahawks released Marcus Valdez-Scantling after they couldn't find somebody to trade for him. So I think he might be through.
Hey, like Paperboy said, man, free Paperboy, man. My cousin sent me. He sent a message to the group chat this weekend because he said, you do. And that's what the NFL team telling boys, man, you do. But one guy they did keep, I was happy that they did keep cuz Shador. Shador made that 53-man roster.
Oh, yeah.
He's a third stringer now, but man, anything's liable to happen. He gonna get his chance one day, cuz.
Yeah, I mean they come on, man. He probably got the highest selling jersey in the past 10 years in Cleveland. So that's their money. That's their cash cow. They definitely ain't cutting their cash cow. And it was I did see that the Texans they put running back Joe Mixon went on the NFL list with an ankle injury. So Joe Mixon ain't gonna be able to play with the first 4 games.
Oh yeah. Yep. Fantasy implications. We gotta see who that next man running back is up.
Yeah, man, but that Joe Mixon, he runs so hard, man. Joe Mixon ran like he got a problem. So I think whoever got his spot ain't gonna have it for too long once he's back healthy.
All right, cuz, man, that's just how it's going down. Like we said earlier, man. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, they engaged, man. So she got kept on that Kelce roster.
She got kept on the roster. She didn't get cut.
she got promoted.
Right. She got promoted to the starter. Taylor, what is it? Is it Taylor Swift Kelce? Taylor Kelce Swift, or is it just Taylor Kelce? I mean, what are we gonna do? What are they gonna do here?
Miami doesn't have a kicker right now. And that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Now again, watch they come in week 1. Somebody with a leg, he might go 4 for 4.
Right.
They come in, somebody kicking 50 yards, last second of the game. We be like, man, hold on, he was just brought on the team last week, But hopefully it works against their advantage. We need every advantage we can get week 1. We need to start the season. I don't know when's the last time. Somebody look up the last time the Colts won a week 1 game. It's been some years. It's been years since we won a week 1 game. If we win week 1, that'll be showing us something. I think if we win week 1, the curse may be lifted. If we don't win week 1, that curse definitely still on, and we gonna be not so good. Somebody look it up for us. Last time Colts won a week one game. I think it might have been since the Chargers. That was, if I remember correctly, week 1 against the Chargers. That might have been.
It would definitely been that since in the last 10 years we 0-9-1. So we tied with the Texans 8 years ago. So let me see. So it might have been 11 years.
Oh, on week 1. Last time Colts won week 1. Dang. Let's see stat muse.
September 8th, 2013. Who was he playing?
There we go. IQ 2013.
Andrew Luck and Reggie Wayne. Was against the Raiders, beating the Oakland Raiders 21-17 at Lucas Oil.
Dang, man. That is crazy.
How long ago did Andrew Luck retire?
He retired back in 20. Who was that? 2018, 2019? I want to say 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 2019, August 2019. So, dang, we ain't won a week one game since 2013, man. Well, I mean, think we can do it this year?
Because you know what, that realization just came over me, and I hate to feel this way about our franchise. I don't like to feel this way, but what I'm about to say is gonna ache me. We're trash.
Oh, man.
We're trash right now.
You got to keep that private, because you can't say that on the national broadcast. Because now we got no ammo. They're gonna go back to August 26th. You even said it yourself. Your team is trash. We ain't got no arguing ammo after that.
Dang, man. Hey. Well, when we say that, it'd be a good test for the defense to get to it. True. And you know what, man? When we say that, you got to think, man. I know everybody watching this. We came up in the era of Peyton Manning when we was used to seeing our team go to that playoff every year. The playoffs was not even a question.
Right.
The question was, are we gonna get by the Steelers? Are we gonna get by the Chargers? Are we gonna get by New England? That was the question. The AFC South was never in question. It was never a question. We're winning that every year, guaranteed. Now, I mean, we can't even win the South no more. The South is lost, So this year has to be the year. This year has to be the year, or it needs to be torn down to the studs. Everything got to be started from scratch. I'm talking about get rid of everybody. Coaches, GM, training staff, equipment. I'm sorry, y'all. We need to clean house.
So bring back the RCA, though.
We shouldn't see no familiar faces in that building again, because it coincides with losing.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely not trash. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna keep the receipts of what you just said. Don't jump on the bandwagon week 7, week 8, or keep that same energy. Listen, I don't want to feel like that. This is just what when you go to court and the case has been built against you, the case presents itself right in court.
So that's what
we ain't made the playoffs. That's what the evidence shows. But we ain't made the playoffs. We ain't won the South. We ain't been doing nothing. So I'm just going by what the evidence. I'm not gonna gaslight anybody. I'm not, just because I'm a diehard. Just because I love them Colts to death, that's the only team I will ever root for. On this platform, we gonna keep it 100 and tell the truth, because the truth gonna set you free. And if we come to an understanding, this is what our team is, the owner needs to know, and the owner needs to make the changes, because we expect greatness. We always have, and that standard is not gonna change or not be, not come down. The AFC South, when Andrew Luck was injured.
So they won the Andrew Luck was injured and retired award, because we owned it for 15 years, basically. I mean, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
Right. No, that's true, and that's what I'm saying. We got to get back now. I feel like that was the excuse, if that's the right words to use, for at least 4 or 5 years. Andrew Luck retired in 2019. So we had 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. I mean, Peyton Manning retired, and I mean he left in 2012. You know, like, man, yeah. So we'll see, man. This year is a brand new blank slate.
Right.
It's a you know, it's a blank slate. And what Kevin Gates say, cuz what Gates say? When somebody paint you a picture, don't let them paint you another picture. So I'm starting from scratch. I'm just gonna go by what I see week one. Matter of fact, it started in the preseason. They already showed me preseason by sitting AR. I'm starting Daniel Jones. That's painting me a picture right there. Hey, they pulling out a broken pencil, you know, and telling us to get and paint something beautiful with a paintbrush that the whiskers is missing on it. I know it's about to be painted.
Oh man! Hey, see, he can't stay within the lines, or it's gonna be an abstract thing.
Right. I know it's about to go
abstract.
down. Yeah, I know it's going down. Can't fool me, man. Yeah, so we'll see, man. Cause we've been having a strong response to some of these clips from last week. Us recapping this high school football in the state of Indiana. It popped off last Friday. We've been getting a strong, heavy response on social media because I think we one of the few platforms that's really talking about what's going on from a fan's perspective, but from that's gonna give it to you raw and real, man. You know, and we're gonna call it how we see it. And it was some ballers out there, cuz. You know, those is balling. You was there firsthand, one of the premier matchups in the state. You know, they just happened to go heads up. You know, Center Grove and Warren Meat, these is two top 6A programs, you know. So it's gonna be a clash of the Titans. Only one team can come out a winner. And some dudes is gonna shine, and other dudes, you know, they gonna get better, but that's when you see who the dogs is. So we missed the game last week. I think we spoke on it, but we really didn't go in depth on the game. And it was you say what?
So that might have been the game of the week, to be honest.
Might have been the game of the week, man. Smoke was in the air every time Lawrence Central and Lawrence North meets. It's an annual tradition. They meet the first week of every high school season. Ever since I've been going to school and before I was in high school, everybody knew LCLN week one. In the smoke, all in the air. And this past week proved no different. It was a clash of two proud pride schools. I went to Lawrence Central. I was there my freshman year. I came up in Lawrence Township my whole life. I ended up going to a different school, but Lawrence Central, I feel like I'm still a part of that community. So, and the same thing, I got friends that went to Lawrence North. You know, we got close friends. That's our rivals, but also them was our friends. They right down the street, but them was our rivals. You know, every time we meet up, you know, we want to see who gonna win. LCLN. They got ballers. We got ballers. They got killers. We got killers. You know, so we get on that field. You know, we gonna see how it pans out. Friday night, they met up. LN took the early lead. It's like 13-zip. LC came back, tied it up, 24-24. Coach Will Patterson, LC alum. He was a dog back in his day because I seen Will Patterson hit coach for LC. I was there at Franklin Central his senior year. I was there when he hawked the dude down the field, tracked him down, chasing him down. I was at that game, so I know he breed dogs. So when he came back and tied the game, it was no surprise. But when these big licenses on and them license signing, cuz them dogs will come out. And LN got some pure animals on their team.
Yeah.
It starts with Monsoon Sales. He called a deep one, cuz 50 yards. Set them up right around, you know, inside that red zone. They walked it down. Zay was popping. Isaiah Moore punched it in for his third touchdown of the day. Pure dog. Arguably the game of the week because Isaiah Moore finished with 3 touchdowns. Monsoon Sales, a.k.a. Showtime, he showed what he's about. And just today, Florida offered him. He got some of the biggest offers in the state. Florida, Ohio State, you name it. Everybody coming after him because he's like that. So what's your thoughts about that game?
Man, it's definitely the tide has turned because the tide has turned. Tide has turned. Me being a Warren Central grad, because I played between the years of 2006 and 2010, and my experience with Warren schools was always, it was just one of those, another game on the schedule, But nowadays, LN, LC, you put them on your schedule, you got some smoke, now. So they have been on the up and up. Coaches, like you said, Will Patterson at LC, and then LN's coach, the guy that came from Cedar Grove, he's gonna do whatever it takes, man, at all costs. I forget his name, but you're talking about Sales, that wide receiver, he's nasty. I seen him up close and personal last year. I seen him play, and all them offers and all the accolades he gets is much deserving. He's the number 6 receiver in the nation, number 1 player in the state. Offers from Alabama, Arizona State, Arkansas, Auburn, Colorado, IU, Illinois, you name it, LSU, Maryland, Miami, Michigan, Ohio State. You say you just picked up one from Florida. So, I mean, that's just, the ones as I'm going down the list. That's just
cold?
Oh, he's like that, cuz. He's definitely like that, pure athlete. Let's see. He's ESPN got him listed at 6'4", 190, but the boy got bounced, man. He jumps at the gym. I don't know if he hoops or not, but he definitely might. I don't know if they'll allow him to hoop with all them offers and all that money he about to make in them NIL deals, but he probably can hoop too. He's just a pure athlete. Jumps at the gym, has great hands. So yeah, LN got some smoke, man. So. I think they might be one of the favorites to win it all this year. I think, you got a couple out there, Brownsburg, LN. There's a couple teams, that's going to – we'll see as the season unfolds. It's only week 1, but they definitely put on for sure LN in that LC game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We put that clip up of Nolan Reese, and as you know, one of the most liked comments – under that post, they were saying Isaiah Moore. Look up Zay Moore. Look him up. He's a dog. Best running back in the state. I let him know I got my eyes and ears on it. I put my eyes and ears on it. And that boy's a dog. He's cold. He's for real. 3 touchdowns. Putting up them yards against your arch rival. That's what we talk about, man. If we say your name on Cold Game, this ain't no participation trophy award. You got to be really like that. You got to be an animal. You got to be a difference maker, and you got to shine on the biggest stages in the biggest moments against all odds. When that competition gets stiff, when that pressure's on you, man, that's when them diamonds is gonna shine, and that's what we looking for. We looking for them diamonds, man. When we say your name on Cold Game, you really got to be cold, and we ain't gonna never saturate this down and just be shouting out. This, guys is going against lower tier schools and putting up major points on them and major stats, man. Nah, man, shine against your arch rival like Zay Moore, like Monsoon Sales. Put on like the boy Nolan Reese when they walked into to the east side and did what they did. You got to be coming to these situations ready to be dogs. And if you're not ready, if you get into these situations and you're not performing on a level that you feel like you need to be performing at, or that it's clearly apparent that you're not on that level, you need to tap in. You need to tap in with Struggle Hustle. We got somebody for you.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, we get somebody for you, man. Tap in with Shakir Bell over there at Struggle Hustle. He gonna get you right, put you in that weight room, get you all the way together, and get you ready. To be ready, you got to train with people who's been there, done that, and they're gonna let you know what it takes to take it to the next level. So tap in with Shakir over there at Struggle Hustle for real.
For real.
So with that being said, it was some more games too, cuz it was some more dogs that really did their thing. And another guy that really stuck out to me, another team, Franklin Central Flashes. No Flashes. They went against Perry Meridian and really stood on business out there. Really stood on business. They say that boy Connor Moreland.
Connor Moreland, yeah.
Hey, his nickname might have to get switched to Connor Mo Money.
Mm-hmm.
He was out there throwing money bags around. 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns, man. Real deal.
Was there 6 passing touchdowns, or do you got that information?
Right now.
Coach West got him one. That's who I coached under. That's who I coached under for 8 years was Coach West. So, shout out to Coach West, man. That's my guy. He holds a dear spot in my heart, man, because he's the one who really kind of put me on the coaching, at the varsity level. So I know he's after getting the Franklin Central guys together. But you said Connor Moneybags, he went out there and had six touchdowns. So that's that's balling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little confused because I I took I interviewed to be a defensive coordinator at Southport High School. They've been on the losing streak. Oh, my bad. So I got some stuff playing in the background. I took I did an interview to be the defensive coordinator at Southport, and then I texted the head coach this weekend after I seen that. I said, "Dang, man, y'all 38-0 to Franklin Central, man. That ain't no good, And then I looked up. They play Franklin Community. I said, "Oh my God, that's even worse, man."
What?
That's even worse.
What?
I said, "Hey, Franklin Community. I thought y'all at least got blown out by Franklin Central. I got blown out by Franklin Community, so that ain't no good, cuz."
Oh man, so you texted the coach, man. You thought he played Franklin Central. You thought you could help him with some defensive tactics against Coach West, because Coach West is a dog.
All right,
you look up, hey, you ain't been playing Franklin Central. You got aired out by Franklin Community. Oh, man. You should have hired Coach Malk, man. That defense would have been raw.
Hey, it definitely wouldn't have been the situation they was in week 1. That's for sure. I ain't getting 38 points put up on my head.
And that defense gonna put some points up on the board. We're gonna at least get you 2.
Mm-hmm. At least get you 2. That's try to get you 6.
Right. Yeah, that boy Connor Moreland, he went off, cuz, man, 249 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 12 completions, 16 passing attempts. Yeah, he was doing his thing. Shout out to Connor Moreland, man. Hey, you keep putting up stats like that, you might be in a running for Mr. Football. I gotta see it get some competition. I don't know how the competition is at Perry Meridian, but 6 passing touchdowns. You might be in the running for Mr. Football, but you might be in the competition for a more prestigious award.
Mm-hmm.
Coldest of the year.
You win that coldest of the year, boys that worried about winning Mr. Football no more. They just want to be the coldest of the year.
That's the highest honor. The
highest in the state of Indiana. You the coldest of the year. That means you done did something for yourself.
Absolutely. And cuz, man, I want to shout out. I got another shout out I want to do, man. Something else that caught my eye, over there at Hamilton Southeastern. They got this boy over there by the name of Tayshawn Sanders.
Okay.
Remember that name, cuz? Tayshawn Sanders. He was over there. He's a running back. Might be the player of the week. They ran a little reverse halfback pass, man. He threw one to the end zone. One of the coldest plays of the week. So I'm just saying that's a name that you want to keep. That's the name you want to remember. Tayshawn Sanders. Remember that name. He is a dog. So, hey, I'm just putting it out there. If y'all don't know, look it up. Straight up. So, yeah, man, I can't wait till this week, because Thursday we're going to have Coach Clark on. Coach Clark going to give us his hopefully we get him on. He going to give us his look ahead. Warren week 2. We're going to look ahead to this high school football again, week 2. And we're going to let y'all know what's up. Get y'all ready.
What we got Saturday, cuz? Don't you got a opener Saturday? Who opened up on Saturday?
Saturday gonna be one of the greatest days of the year. You know, you got first game. The game I'm gonna be locked in on. I'm gonna tell you right now. The game I'm gonna have my eyeballs on. Indiana versus Old Dominion University. We gotta see how them boys at IU coming out. You know, that's the first thing we gotta see. We gotta see how they coming. Because IU, we was in that college football playoff last year. You know, so I say they was in that college football playoff. You know,
do you think it was disrespectful that preseason ranking at 20? Cuz you think that's a little disrespectful?
No, I don't look at it as disrespect because last year they had it unranked for a long time. This year they putting some respect on it. You know, they got us in that 20. We'll take that, but when we start wiping things down, I expect us to move up significantly into that top 10, well into the top 10. You know, because the thing is, with this Associated Press and these coaches polls, they like to see familiar names in that top 10, that top 5. It messes them up when a team like Indiana goes undefeated and you don't know where to put them. They want to keep them at 11, 10, 9. No. Put some respect on it. It should be 2, 3, 1.
Now the big story right now, because it's what they talking about with Indiana this year, strength of schedule. What you got to say about that? They say that Indiana playing a weak schedule this year.
Nah, the schedule righteous. Indiana got some tough games. Big Ten is arguably the best league in college football, right there with any other league that they can say. Big Ten is right there. And then the schedule this year is righteous. That we got week 3 and week 4, we got a big matchup with Illinois. We be playing Illinois at home, and then we'll play Iowa on the road. We play Oregon on the road. We'll play Penn State at Penn State. So it's gonna be opportunity for us to be, to really make some noise. If we go through that schedule and we finish with 1 or 2 losses, that's a college football playoff team coming from the Big Ten. Well, we got to put our, but we're not going to. Every game is winnable, and one thing that Coach Cignetti has shown is that he always makes the most out of his quarterback. He always, brings the best out of them. He has multiple quarterbacks that had Offensive Player of the Year, multiple teams that's overachieved. I haven't seen a quarterback that played under Cignetti that hasn't did their best shit. So I'm expecting Fernando Mendoza to follow right along those same lines and be a dog. That's what I'm expecting, cuz. So I expect nothing less. I think we got it again this year. I really do. I think IU's gonna do their thing. I'm looking forward to that Ohio State-Texas game. That's gonna be a major game, major implications. Either way, SEC versus Big Ten. Both teams got new starting quarterbacks. Archer starting for Texas. Julian Saban starting for Ohio State. We're gonna see how it goes. They both talented indeed. 1 versus 3. These are the top teams in the nation. So in this week 1, so you're gonna be able to get a lot from this game, but it's a long season. This is just week 1. Somebody got to lose at the end of the day, right? Cuz,
right.
So we'll see how it shakes out. Hopefully, neither one of them get blew out, because that'd be more of a showing or saying for if one team does do that to the other team, or that's gonna say a lot. But if it's a close game, as it should be, that'll be major right there. Alabama versus Florida State. I got my eyes on that game. That boy Tommy Castellanos, he's been talking a lot over there from Florida State. From my experience, from my knowledge, when it comes to college football, anytime players start talking crazy at Alabama before the season starts, week 1, it don't go so well. You remember that viral clip of USC players coming out the tunnel and they was acting like they was dogs and they was getting held back, and they was woofing and they was all hype in the tunnel, and then they came out there and got aired out.
Right. That's exactly what they're doing. Woofing, selling wolf tickets.
Yeah, so we gonna see, man. We gonna see. You talk that talk, you gotta walk that walk. So we'll see how they come. I want to shout out to the Fever. Fever got a big dub today. They beat Seattle. The Fever beat Seattle Storm 95-75. That put our record at 20-18. Let's see where we at in the standings, cuz. in the standings, we're number 4. We're number 3 in the Eastern Conference right now. So we're in good position when that playoff comes. So shout out to the Fever. Get healthy, Caitlin. Man, your logo's hard. That logo's hard because they say she's gonna have lawsuits with Chanel and Gucci. You see it like that?
Let me see. I don't think I got an eye on her logo. Caitlin Clark's logo for her shoes.
I think it's just her logo in general.
Caitlin Clark logo. Let me see. That's hard, cuz. You said she gonna have some smoke with Chanel and Gucci.
That's what they saying.
That ain't no G, man. That's a C. That's a double C. Caitlin Clark. I mean, what they want to? I mean, come on, man. I like it. Is? Yeah, that's a double C's, man. Don't get out of here. I need to get some of them double C's. It says it's a signature Nike logo.
Yeah. What y'all think, y'all? Y'all think she copying? That look like Gucci, Chanel, y'all. I think that's unique. I can see, but Chanel they go backwards. Chanel is 2 C's put together, facing both ways. Gucci is a little different, but I mean, that's a hell of a design. I must say myself.
Yeah, that ain't. I mean, yeah, the Chanel logo is the backward C's. Let me look at the Gucci logo. And the Gucci logo is the G's facing each other now. That's I mean, if that's the case, then Gucci and Chanel need to be at each other's necks about their logo. So let Caitlin Clark come in with the double C's.
Right. I think that's unique. You think that's unique? Cause I mean, that's I think it stands on its own.
Yeah, I think it stands on its own. The double C. Now, if they would have flipped that C the other way, then they would have had some issues. But they got them both facing the same way.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all make sure, if y'all haven't, make sure y'all tap in, man. Comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think about this episode. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. And then like us on TikTok as well, too. So, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Cold game.
Okay.
Cold game. First round draft pick.